I grew up in coastal village in the southwest Madagascar. I'm part of Vezo tribe. The word Vezo means to paddle. So our tribe demands us and our close relationship with the ocean. Vezo is also a word used to call people who can dive, fish, glean, and can make and sail boats. We fish, dive, and glean to make a living. It's what we think about when we first wake up, and it's what we dream about when we go to sleep. My father was a big fisherman in our village. He was well known for his very good fishing skills and his knowledge of the ocean. He always caught a lot when he went out fishing because he always knew where to find a school of fish depending on the weather. He could tell what species was underwater even it was far away from him. Sea turtles are very important in Vezo culture. My father lived by the Vezo traditions, using only certain type of boats when going out to harpoon a turtle, and only going so on special occasions. He passed away when I was 9 years old, so I learned to fish from my older half-brother to become a Vezo, to be able to support my family when I was still trying to get through school. I also learned about all the fish species and different sea creatures using a book from the dive expedition centers in our village. Now I'm working for the Marine Conservation Organization Blue Ventures as outreach media officer. I create facilitation tools for our community such as film, music video, radio show, and presentation to teach them about how to manage our marine conservation in sustainable way. Vezo culture traditionally contribute to ocean protection and resource management. Fishers here used to have area where they all go to make offering to the ancestors, dropping queens to clean the area, and asking the ancestor to make the area productive so the fish all disappears to where they all the fish. These were traditional no-take zone protected by belief, common respect for the ocean and the ancestors. Certain types of shark were also protected by story of their importance to these people, and like I mentioned before, the sea turtle is very important in Vezo culture and was protected. However, as the number of fish has decreased, life of Vezo people has got harder. People have begun to break these taboos either accidentally or deliberately. People have realized that nothing immediately bad has happened to them and the traditional have eroded. Part of my role at Blue Ventures is to help teach the community why things like no-take zone are still important. On regional scale, we have a locally managed marine area called Vezo. The area includes mangrove reserves, no-take zones on coral reef and partially fisheries closures, mainly for octopus. It is run by a community-led association, and rules about management and resource use are defined by a locally developed set of law called EDINA, which is now legally blending. The protected area is recognized by the Malagasy government but managed by Blue Ventures and the Committee Association. This means knowledge of the Vezo people directly contributes to the management of the locally managed marine area. Having the Community Association managing Vezo empower the local communities in ocean governance. However, barriers for traditional knowledge do appear when local law contend with national and international law. For example, the locally made DINA law were originally informed by community taboos. For example, no-take zone were located where traditional taboo area were, and DINA for turtle ensured they were caught sustainably and according to local tradition. But the local taboos often are competing with top-down ideas from resource management, which might not be in line with traditions. We need to be careful that local marine management law respect the traditional way, but also support sustainability and conservation goals. I think this will help get support from the community, making the project more sustainable in the future. To bridge the gap between traditional knowledge and climate and ocean action, it's very important for projects to have community members at the forefront and empower them with knowledge to make decisions. For example, we have a local science team trained by Blue Volunteers to do ecological monitoring in protected area. We also train fishers in basic marine science, mapping and monitoring so they understand the change happening and what this might mean for their livelihoods. We have found film, radio, and music are very good way to engage people in the conversation about conservation and the way for community members to share their voice. For example, some members of the community came to me as they wanted to record a song and release a music video about the importance of mangroves, so I can help them with that project. Recently, we have also been using participatory video where we have been interviewing elders about the marine ecosystem and how it has changed and making short films. This is working well as the youth are engaging and learning from the elders, ensure the tradition knowledge is not lost.